Alright lads, I'm SAKO or Jack. Today we're going to take a look at the A-4E. This has recently been put back on sale by Gaijin on some sort of newswire thing I saw. So I thought I'd just go over it very quickly. I use this in my 9.3 grinding lineup. As you can see by my progress in the Isreali tech tree though, not really played it that much. Anyway, so the F4E is basically a copy and paste version of the A4E early/M. There is also the A-4E, which is the A-4N, a bit of a more upgraded model. Well, this thing is a rank 6 battle rating 8.7 strike aircraft in the Isreali tech tree. So what do we actually get for, I don't even know how much money this costs, but it's costing something. I already have it, so I can't see. But what do we actually get for our money? Well, finally, thank you Gaijin. It's not like I pay money to play this game. So we do get 60 countermeasures, which at 8.7 is kind of almost a necessity now. It means that you kind of are up tier proof essentially, because one pop of those flares and those missiles are going to miss. We do also have two 30mm cannons instead of the 20mm that are usually found on the American models. So the Israelis changed that to 30mm. The Defers, while they aren't very good at top tier, they're more than good enough at 8.7 in my opinion, where engagement speeds are generally a lot lower. Unfortunately for a realistic pilot, so you can't really dogfight in this plane. Its engine performance isn't amazing. While it does have pretty good initial turning, it just doesn't really have a sustained turn rate. The engine also isn't massively powerful. We also don't really have great earthworm weapons though in general. We get the basic AIM-9Bs, which is... they can still be used against people that aren't really paying attention, but they're very well, you can basically just outturn it in pretty much anything, to be honest. You can also take a gun pod underneath the, like in this position here, under the center line. I don't have it selected, I can't remember why I changed it. That will give you two 30mm and then the 20mm Colt, which gives you a little bit more gun power. You are probably better just taking some sort of AIM-9B, your stock cannons, and then maybe some bombs as well though. In terms of earth to ground though, as you can see, we do have a large selection of different types of weapons, mainly just dumb bombs though. We do get two types of PGM or precision, well I guess they're not actually missiles in this case. They're just precision, kind of. They're just TV guided weapons. Also worth mentioning is that you do get a CCRP or release point calculator basically for bombs. I don't think you get a CCIP though, which is probably the more handy of the two. Anyway, if we take a look at this, our two selling points of this vehicle are the walleyes here and the GBU-8. These are the GBU-8 is a 2,000 pound bomb. I don't know what the walleyes are, to be honest, in terms of the, well, they have 250 kilos of TNT. Needless to say though, any of these that are hitting a enemy tank in ground realistic battles and you're sending them straight back to the hangar, excuse me. Basically, these are TV guided bombs. So kind of like the CAB 500s in the Soviet tech tree. You basically have to drop them like a regular bomb, but they will then guide themselves onto the target that you have locked before you drop them. So not quite the same as a precision guided missile. If we take a quick look at the A-4E, the upgraded version, this thing gets the Mavericks, the AGM-65As. These have like a rocket booster in the back of them, which allows them to travel for quite a long distance. Whereas these things, you basically have to be above an enemy, lock them, drop it, and then it'll just free fall onto them. So kind of like a precision guided munition, but not really. So is it worth buying this plane? For realistic battles, not really. It's not a great grinder. You can ground pound in it, but that's not really what you want to be buying in a premium. It's not going to help you be a better pilot learning how to dogfight. You're just going to be like an American 4.7 player and just mow the lawn all game and drop bombs on random stuff and not really do anything to help your team out. If you are trying to grind the Israeli tech tree, which as you can see I haven't bothered with, you are probably better picking up the Kafar Canard. It's not an amazing plane, but at least it gets decent performance and you will learn a little bit of how to play top tier. In terms of ground realistic, again, not really something I've played a lot of, but the plane is very good as a cash jet. But then again, you do also have the A-4E early, which is copy and paste. You get the same GBU and walleye. So if you do want to fast track your way up, it can be a good point to take out alongside your Merkava Mark 2D if you have that premium. That's the reason why I use it. It's just a good plane to take along for CAS. I do also have a helicopter, but that's beside the point. But in general though, lads, there's not really too much of a reason to buy this. It is back on sale, so if you are a collector, well, we don't know if it will ever come back on. It's not amazing, it's just a copy and paste of another plane. For realistic battles, I wouldn't recommend it. For ground realistic battles, if you like playing the Merkava Mark 2D and you want a good cast jet, then this is a good pick. But just be aware, you can get a free version in the tech tree. As always, lads, I've been SAKO, or Jack, as you may want to call me. Anyway, I hope you like this quick review. I'm not really going to play it because I can't really be bothered and I don't have the time, basically. But anyway, thank you very much for watching, lads, and I'll see you in other videos.